Hey Carnivore Tribe, welcome back to the channel. This week, as promised, I'm going to share with you the quick and easy recipe of how to make your own beef jerky at home. And for me, it's been a life changer. It allows me to at last minute say, drop all my plans and run to the beach to meet friends, or drop all the plans and meet someone for dinner. And knowing that it's not a place that I typically go to, I want to fuel up before I get there. So, this snack, beef jerky, is my go to for any last minute events, for any traveling. I can't say enough about it because I keep it in the freezer. It's easy to make. As soon as I get a little low, like maybe 6 sticks, I think to myself, I got to make more. So I always have a constant supply in the freezer. And honestly, like they have literally been changing it for me. And I think especially because of my adrenal fatigue and coming out of that, when I eat too much, and I haven't been over the years. Many of you know my story already, some of you might not. But for years, I was doing keto, and then I slowly worked into carnivore. And then through carnivore, I started intermittent fasting, and that's where I got into trouble with my adrenal fatigue and not realizing that I was in trouble because I started under eating. So for many years, under eating, my body just kept putting on the weight, putting on the weight, putting on the weight, and it was very hard to maintain it or take any off because of my lack of mobility because I was in bed so much. Now I'm more mobile. Now I want to make sure that I have the good nutritionally dense snacks ready to grab on the go last minute so that I can stay on track and fuel my body and give it the nutrients that it needs throughout the day and really be at the top of my game. I have never felt so good in so many years, and I know it's only going to get better. This is just the start. So let's get into today's video of making this easy beef jerky that I have come to love. Okay, so the ingredients that you're going to need is a lean ground beef. I get mine at Costco and it's the 8812. And some Redmond's real salt is what I use, or any clean salt. And I do use spice, but of course that is optional. So as you can see here, 1.5 pounds of ground beef, the spice. I've got a jerky gun, which has been a life changer, and of course the racks to go into my air fryer to do the dehydrating. And I do add ground cumin, as I mentioned, in the beef jerky recipe. And you can do it without for sure. It depends on how you react to spices. But the most important thing to worry about is this is organic, at least that's what they imply. These days we don't really know for sure. But it says that the only ingredient here is organic cumin. So that's what I always check for because, I tried to add, I think it was chili pepper to it to give it a little bit of spice. And there's all these extra ingredients that are basically chemical ingredients. And I'm like, nope, I'm sticking to the au naturel. So I do add this and I just find it gives it a nice flavor. Some weeks I do it with no spice. It's really, again, I just listen to my body and what I'm craving, and I try to keep it clean and make sure that it doesn't react with my system. If I get any sort of inflammation after trying something new, then I just know it's not for me. Who knew they had ducks in Mexico? That's what it sounds like, anyways. Um, Sorry guys, but I mixed this all nicely up in a bowl. I'm still new to this YouTube thing, and using the camera and getting the shots right. So here I thought I was recording of me mixing the spice, the salt with the beef. But unfortunately I wasn't. But it's pretty simple. You know, I put it in a bowl, I add all the spices, and I try to shower the spices over every inch of the meat that I can reach. And then I do mix it into the beef, but I do very little mixing because I don't want to make the beef tough. So here I am. I rolled the finished spice salted beef, ground beef, into balls, which make it easy to put into the gun. And I just keep loading the gun up and keep loading tracks up or trays up. And these trays will go into my air fryer. Now, if you don't have an air fryer that can dehydrate and you have a dehydrator, it would be the same idea. You would just use your racks, mesh racks, and you could still use the gun. The gun, really, it's a difficult job to do without the gun. Here you can see I'm picking up some of the beef and just rolling it into a ball, and then it's easy to place into the gun. Keeps the edges all nice and clean. And I got these racks and the gun off Amazon. I haven't added any links only because I'm in Mexico, so I'm not sure if that'll work for you. But if you are interested in knowing more about the brand that I bought, it is a Lean, but in particular the exact item. I could, if you comment below, I could add it to the comments, and then it'd probably be easier for you to look up on your own home country, Amazon. But easy to clean up gun. Like, I can't again say enough about this gun because it makes doing the beef jerky possible. And it does come with another nozzle, and I have made like more of the round, like hot rod type jerky. But I really enjoy this. It stacks well in the freezer. It breaks apart from each other when frozen really easy. And this rack too, using this rack with the gun, both of them have just made making beef jerky so easy. So again, if you're interested in knowing the rack particular item or the jerky gun, I can add those in the comments below as screenshots of Amazon Mexico, and then hopefully that helps you guys find it in your home country. Okay, and now that we have all the racks filled with the 1.5 pounds of ground beef, we're just going to add it to the air fryer, and we're going to set it to 6 hours at 150 degrees. My air fryer, the Ninja XL, has a preset for dehydrate, so it remembers what I did last time. And these are about 50% cooked. Not quite, but pretty close. Looking good. About 33 minutes left. Doesn't that look good? Yummy. Oh, it smells so good. And 6 hours later, we end up with this beautiful rack of beef jerky. Not greasy at all. Looks just perfect, and that was for 6 hours today. Some days I need to up it by half an hour, do a little bit more, but this one looks pretty darn good. And it's still warm. So I'll throw that in a bag in the freezer, and I'll have it for whenever I need something to grab quick. Hey guys, well that's it for the recipe today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I tried to make this video a lot quicker, and that's my intention going in the future, because I do really respect your time. And you know, like I said, these have become a game changer, and try them out. You got to try them at least once, spice or no spice. The initial ones I only did with salt, that was it. But now I make these with cumin, and I'm quite enjoying it, but it doesn't react to my body. So That's the other thing to really remember is only spice up with spices that you know that you don't have a reaction to. Otherwise, you're not doing yourself any service. So I hope you enjoy as much as I love them. Take care, and until next week, hasta luego. Love you guys. Bye.
Steak on my plate, it's a dream come true.